Welcome back to This is VANCOLOUR. As we speak, Swifties are swarming this city this weekend. This is Swiftcouver as Taylor Swift wraps up the Eras Tour here in Vancouver. Here to talk about Tay-Tay's impact on our city and province is a local legend and one of the coolest cats in the business. She is, of course, Fiona Forbes, and this is the Forbes Report. Fiona, do you have tickets, and do you have an extra ticket for me?
No and no. Am I trying? Yes and yes. But you know what's impossible? Getting a ticket to a Taylor Swift show without breaking the bank.
3 shows at BC Place. I would have sworn you would have had a bunch of tickets, so that just shows how hard it is to get them.
It is, and I even heard about the $16 no view tickets the other day, and I even got a heads up on it. Still couldn't even get one of those.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I would have paid $16 for no view.
Those are now going for almost $2,000. Just
Insanity.
to not see the concert, to hear it, but not see it.
You get the vibes, man.
But you know what? I did sit behind the stage for the Police concert years ago.
Okay.
And I could see, but the back of their heads. But apparently this one, there's a scrum or something.
Off.
You can't see anything. But still, you're there. You get to experience the vibe. Maybe an earthquake. Who knows?
We'll get into the earthquake in a second. Let's talk about the economic impact that Taylor has when she comes through different cities, but particularly Vancouver.
Well, it's absolutely incredible. She brings millions and millions and millions of dollars to every single city that she visits. And she's done, I think it's 150 tour dates since she started the tour in March 2023. But in Vancouver, with our back-to-back-to-back shows this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they're expecting over $160 million to come into our local economy.
Wow.
With the 6 shows she did over 2 weekends in Toronto, it was almost $300 million into the local economy. So, needless to say, good news for small businesses.
She is a billion-dollar economy in herself.
Well, she truly is, because she actually is the first artist to surpass $1 billion with a tour. She's not the only one now. I think Coldplay has also surpassed that. But yeah, she is a $1 billion business.
Wow.
She just, except for when it comes to elections, but we don't need to get into that.
No, definitely not.
She's got a lot of power.
And I want to be clear, this extends beyond just the selling of tickets and what BC Place will bring in. We're talking about restaurants, hospitality industry. Everyone benefits. I saw that Capilano Suspension Bridge is doing something special. So there's a lot of spillover from Taylor Swift coming into town, right?
Yes, of course, there's the installations, what you're talking about. The Smiling Men in English Bay. They've got Swiftie bracelets.
Right.
And this, I think it's Thursday, Capilano Suspension Bridge. They're going to have a whole Swiftie experience you could do, but they're apparently draping a huge bracelet on the bridge. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But yeah, it's everywhere. Everywhere.
Okay, how do I get one of those friendship bracelets?
Well, it's pretty easy, just like this.
Oh, that's it.
Now, I don't know the rules of tradesies. I'm sure there are rules to how you get the bracelets. I happen to order mine on Amazon.
You're not getting these back.
Some of the words are spelled wrong, but don't judge me on that. I think I got the dupes, but yeah, it's all part of Taylor.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned this earlier. Do these shows cause earthquakes? Because I've heard some people being very concerned about all these people yelling out the lyrics at the top of their lungs. We're a sensitive area here in Vancouver when it comes to that sort of thing.
We are. I believe we're on the San Andreas Fault.
Yes.
But as a scientician, I can tell you that there's not going to be an earthquake per se. From what I understand,
Science.
that actually means the tectonic plates move. What we might experience is with everybody, I think it's 70,000 people jumping up and down like that. You're probably going to feel like it's an earthquake at BC Place, but it's not. It's a seismic activity, I think they call it.
Oh, actually, okay.
Yes.
So just the I guess the sound waves and then the rumbling of people,
the jumping,
moving.
the dancing, everything. I don't know. I would love to know at what decibel it will be inside BC Place during the concert. And an interesting thing I read on the way here is they're calling this the most important concert event that's happened in Vancouver since the Beatles played at Empire Stadium in 1964. But I mean, it just like the whole city is vibrating. It doesn't matter what business, like we were talking about small businesses. Of course, people are going to be going to restaurants. They're going to be going out. They're going to be taking Ubers and taxis, lots of good things, hotels, you name it. But it just every aspect respective businesses. So when you look at the events that businesses are having in order to cash in on Taylor, it's actually getting quite hilarious. The spin people are putting on things. There's Taylor karaoke happening. There's drag shows. My nephew went to one of the drag shows. It was hilarious.
Everyone is just printing cash on Taylor Swift.
But my favorite is a cafe that's having an event called Look What You Made Me Brew.
Oh, I like that.
But there's boat cruises, there's dance parties, there's friendship bracelet making seminars, there's everything Taylor all the time, all weekend long.
Really quick question before we wrap up. What's the craziest story you've heard in terms of the cost of tickets? Because obviously there's resellers. What's the craziest thing you've heard?
Well, resellers are not, like, it's crazy when you look online.
Yeah.
Tickets are going for, like, good seats that aren't behind the stage where you can't see. They're going from $6,000 to $10,000.
The seats behind the stage are going for $1,000.
They're going for almost $2,000 now. Wow. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be interesting to see what they're at the day of. But the most expensive ticket price I heard, it was actually for charity, which is a great thing for BC Children's Hospital Foundation, a box. This is 15 people that can go in the box. I will say it does include snacks.
Okay.
And not one, but 2 parking spots.
Oh my God, okay.
Guess what the box went for?
I don't know, $50,000?
$290,000.
Wow.
For 15 people. And if I could do math, I could tell you that's really expensive.
Okay, well, let's save our pretty pennies and try to do that next time.
Okay, we'll just make bracelets. How about that?
Sounds good. Fiona, thanks so much for your time tonight.
Always a pleasure.
Folks, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, of course, to Mark Ting, Don Chubey, and Fiona Forbes for tonight's show. If you're going to see Taylor Swift this weekend, have the most amazing time. Please send me your photos and make me jealous. mo@thisisvancolour.com. Or please hit me up on all the socials, including Blue Sky @VanColour. We're back next week as always, but for now, this is VANCOLOUR, and I'm Mo Amir telling you that in a province where you can be anything, be colorful. Peace.